Brandon, have you formally met with the Kansas City Chiefs here?
Yes, sir, I have.
How did that meeting go, and what might it look like you playing under Spagnuolo?
He's a great defensive coordinator, great defensive mind, very versatile. You see what he does with guys like Trent McDuffie, so it'd be great. Had a great meeting with those guys, and I look forward to seeing them back soon.
Brandon, when you look at your tape of yourself, what's your hardest critic on looking at your tape?
Probably could be better in open field tackling and probably play the back shoulder ball a little bit better. That's something I want to improve on, and using all my athletic ability to take the ball with this one.
What do you think makes you stand out as one of the best corners in this draft?
Probably elite athleticism, high IQ football player, somebody that's still only getting better each and every day. So I'm not even close to where I'm going to be, and I know I got a long way to go. So
how do you think your time at South Carolina has shaped you into the player that you are now?
Torian Gray, I think he's probably the best defensive backs coach in all of college football. So I think he's done a great job of representing me the right way and giving me all the tools to become the next great corner to come out of there.
Brandon, how have you embraced this process, and what have you learned about yourself a little bit through this?
Never get too high, never get too low. Stay humble. Every day I'm level-headed. Anything can change at any given moment, so just embrace the process, stay humble, and just have fun with it.
Hey, Brandon, what is maybe the weirdest question you've been asked so far?
I don't think no question is a bad question, so I wouldn't say there's been any weird ones.
Brandon, have you met with the Steelers?
Yes, sir, I have.
How would you describe that meeting, and who did you meet with?
Great staff, great organization. Obviously, that was somebody I looked up to when I was a little kid, watching Trent Polamalu, guys like that. So it was a great meeting, and I look forward to seeing those guys again soon.
So Polamalu was a guy you followed a lot?
When I was a little kid, I watched him behind the work, so I still got that 86 jersey in my closet right now.
Brandon, how do you feel like you said you hope to improve as a tackler? But do you feel like the zone coverage that you can kind of hold your own there and line up and kind of find your way and find your footing in that area?
Yes, I feel like I'm nowhere close to being where I'm going to become, and I still feel like my IQ of the game is only going to improve, and I still feel like I really have a really high IQ. So it's just dominating the little details and becoming a better tackler. Just wishing I was wrapping up some more.
And when you watch like the corners in the NFL now, who do you kind of pattern yourself after and maybe take something from their game to better yourself?
I'll be honest with you, I watch so many corners, it's hard to just pick one, but if I had to pick some, it'd probably be I watched the old Champ Bailey stuff. I still watch Stephon Gilmore, who's really close to me. So a lot of South Carolina guys, J.C. Horn, Trent McDuffie, Devin Witherspoon, guys who are versatile. So it just depends on, with the week and what I'm feeling. I got a lot of cut-ups, so if you went through my computer, you'd probably see 100 cut-ups. So, yeah.
Is versatility a big part of your game?
Yes, I like to be able to move around, play inside and outside. I feel like the more you can do that, the more value you bring to a team. Because, if you can play outside on base down, just slide inside on third down, you don't know what's coming. I can blitz from there, I can go back and play the hook, I can go back and play the half, like a safety. So just versatility is huge.
Brandon, is there anybody in the league that you kind of look up to, whether it's your position or another position?
Obviously, I would say probably J.C. Horn, just because he's from the South Carolina guy. And I still talk to Stephon Gilmore, so he's been through things I'm going through now. So he's a great mentor to me, and that's somebody I'm very thankful for.
Brandon, have you formally met with Dallas?
Yes, I have.
What was that meeting like?
It was great. They were my first one, so I was excited to meet with those guys. Coach Smitty, he actually recruited me at Virginia Tech, so it's good to see those guys. They're doing great.
Do you plan on running and doing all your drills?
I plan on it, so we'll see.
Have you met with the Chicago Bears?
No, I have not met Chicago.
Brandon, you played in both North and South Carolina. Which Carolina would you say was better?
Both. They're both great.
Nah, don't do that to me. Come on, you got to.
South Carolina, so I'll say South Carolina. I'm a South Carolina kid.
Brandon, when you got a chance to watch Brian
So I actually played 7-on-7 with Nick in high school. I was at the NFC Championship when they played the Rams to go watch them. So it was actually one of the best environments I've seen in a long time. So yeah, I've seen the Seahawks. I studied their defense. Yes, I have.
How'd that go?
It went great. Awesome.
Did you talk to Nick at all again in the combine?
Can I talk to Nick at all about
Have you talked at all getting ready for the combine?
Oh yes, I talked to him a few days ago. So yeah, we keep in contact. We keep in contact. He's a good friend of mine.
Brandon, have you met with Tampa Bay this week?
No.
Joey Porter.
Yes, I met with Green Bay yesterday. Yes.
Just as a South Carolina guy, what has a guy like J.C. Horn done to kind of set that standard for all of you that have come after him?
I mean, you just turn on his tape and you watch it, but he's also a better person. I can reach out to him and he get back to me very fast. I remember after the Virginia Tech game, he tweeted at me and kind of made my day. So that's somebody I watched his draft videos. And I remember when I was a kid and I was sitting in the nosebleeds with my dad and I was watching him out on the field. So it was actually his last college game versus Texas A&M. I got to see him live for the first time, and that's somebody I look up to. And hopefully one day I can be better than him, if not the best.
Brandon,
What did the tweet say?
He just said 15, keep going, and just a lockdown emoji. So that's the guy.
Brandon, is there a receiver that you enjoyed going against?
Enjoy going against. I say every week. Every week is always a matchup in that conference. So it's never an easy week, and that's something I pride myself in and want to be the best corners in the country. So I want to be able to go out there and match up.
What's your favorite thing about football?
Love the game. I want to be the best player to ever play the game. And I don't just say that. I'm not just saying that to be confident. I actually mean that. You know, why else do you play the game if you don't want to be the best? So that's how I look at it.
Competition is your favorite part?
Competition is every day. If the ball's over there and I'm in man coverage, I don't want no safety help. I want to be by myself. I want to be able to show that I can handle that.
Did you first realize that about yourself? Like, how old were you? What was it that kind of flipped that switch?
I would say probably in my senior year of high school. You know, I feel like that was when I really turned it on another notch. But also, I had to beg my mom, you know, for $100 to go to NC State camp. So I was like, hey, Mom, I'm not going to prove you wrong. Like, you took a chance on me. So just going out there and showing her, and then I got the offer. So then after that, I was like, hey, I got to have the confidence and trust in my ability. And we're really excited to do that.
Brandon, corner is one of the most competitive positions in the league, where teams will just stockpile guys and then kind of see who emerges. How do you feel about going in and competing against guys that are in their third or fourth year?
I mean, every day is a competition. Even when I become a 7, hopefully 8-year veteran, it's not going to change. Every year I got to go out there and earn my job, and I'm going to bring every day and compete. I want to not just prove it to myself, but prove it to my teammates and to my coaches. It's like a job interview every day, no matter how good you are as a player.
Brandon, what's something about you outside of football that people may not know?
I probably fish a little bit. I fish here and there, so I would say that's probably a little bit something I do. But most of the time, my mind always on the game. I'm always eventually going to be a scout or a GM or on the coaching side of things. So that's kind of how I look at it.
Are you
What
like
does your mom make you?
I just say, you know, I study the game a lot, so I'm a high IQ guy. I would describe myself. You know, I could draw probably all 11 on the board and tell you what everybody's doing. So it was really no issue when coach was like my freshman year, like, hey, we're going to play you inside and outside. It was just something I got normalized to, and I'm grateful he took that chance on me to move me around because it made me a lot better player.
What did your mom make you do for that $100 to go to that NC State camp?
You said what?
What did your mom make you do for that $100 to go to that NC State camp?
And I begged her. I just told her I wasn't going to make her wrong. And then when I went out there and I earned the offer, I called her, and she was super happy for me. And I committed probably the next week, ready to get to college.
Hey, Brandon, the Raiders just hired Joe DeCamillis to be our special teams coordinator. Tell me something about him, why I should be fired up that he's our coach.
Intensity, high energy, one of the best coaches I've ever played for. You know, no matter how good of a player you are on defense or offense, you're going to play special teams, and that's one thing I like. And he's just really a good person, you know. Like, a lot of people don't understand how genuine of a person he is because of how high energy he is. But great coach, I love him, and hope to see him soon.
Have you met with the Raiders?
Yes, I have. Yes. Very impressive. Great organization. Somebody I watched growing up, so great organization.
Have you met with the Titans?
I met with the Titans. Yes, met with the Titans this year.
How did that meeting go?
It went great. Great coaching staff, defensive-minded head coach, so something I looked up to, and I watch his scheme all the time, so great coach. I think he's a great coach as well. You know, obviously the things that he's done with quarterbacks is special, and then that's obviously a defensive rich tradition over there, so with terrible talent. So, you know, I know a good bit about the Steelers, and he's a great coach.
Brandon, not a lot of cornerbacks like to defend the run. It seems like it's a really big emphasis and importance to you. What is the root of that? Where did that come from? Why do you enjoy that aspect of the position?
You got to be the complete corner. You know, in this league right here, if you crack your place, I got to go tackle 225-pound backs. You don't want to see me miss the gap and then this guy busts it for 70, 75 yards, right? I mean, it's a competitive nature about you. You know, I want to dominate in every phase of the game. I don't want to just be known as a coverage guy. I want to be able to know as a complete player.
Brandon, is there something you're doing in your preparation that's evolved from the start of your career up to this point?
I'm kind of a, you know, over-prepared guy, so I always watch things back from years ago. Like, I always try to compare systems from years ago, so I'm always over-preparing and always trying to dive into little details.
Brandon, the Panthers are a team that love to grab South Carolina guys. Have you looked at that defense, and what kind of stands out about it? How would you see yourself fitting into a unit like that?
Oh, which team?
The Panthers. Sorry.
Panthers?
Yeah.
You know, that's somebody I usually go watch their games. It's only like an hour and 30 minutes away, so that would be great, you know, if I was to be able to go there. Obviously, I watched them my whole life growing up. There'll be times when I was a little kid, or like even now recently, like last year, sometimes for motivation, I just go drive up around the stadium just to look at it. So yeah, that's just kind of the person I am. I love the game, so.
Even on like non-game days, you just drive up there. And,
Oh yeah, even just sometimes like, hey, if I'm bored and I'm just like, hey, like I just need some motivation. I want to keep looking at things. Sometimes I just drive up and go around it. It just excites me, seeing the city and seeing the stadium. Just makes it more intense. Like, hey, I want to be in those shoes one day.
Were those games you said you would go to when you were younger sometimes?
Yes, I went to.
Do you remember your first one?
I think it was like the little, like the practice I'm talking about, like the Panther Fest. Yes.
Hey, Brandon, have you met with the Lions yet? Formal list?
I had an informal with them.
How'd it go?
It went great. I was with the defense coach. He's a great coach, and I got to learn a lot.
What's the best part of your game?
Being able to probably play man coverage and use my athleticism, elite athlete, and high IQ football player. That's what I was saying.